Drought has been ravaging lives in Turkana County in the northwestern part of Kenya for the longest time. With little to no rainfall, people have lost their livestock, which is the primary source of livelihood for the communities in this part of the world. Turkana has faced quite a big challenge, particularly on the issue of drought, which has continued to worsen, with reports indicating that the county currently is at an alarm stage, with more than 90% of its population in need of support, either through food or livelihood interventions. Many of them have lost employment. In turn, they have resulted to negative coping strategies such as charcoal burning, which is causing a lot of havoc, increasing degradation, which eventually is a key contributor to the emerging issues on climate change.
We were forecasting that the long-range season of 2022 was going to perform normal to above normal, but that has not been the case. And the latest revised forecast is pointing to the likelihood of below average rainfall performance. So in terms of the figures, we have approximately 50% of our population who are experiencing what we call crisis and above food insecurity outcomes, and the other 40% to be targeted with livelihood interventions.
Building resilience against crisis effects, BRESS, is a project that is part of the Humanitarian Early Recovery and Development Program being implemented here in Turkana Central by Adra, Kenya. The project is funded by Global Affairs Canada and Canadian Food Grains Bank through Adra, Canada. The aim of this project is to address these negative coping strategies and rebuild the livelihoods that have been lost as a result of COVID-19 and the drought situation, and therefore enable these families to bounce back and meet their needs again.
The project is a 3-month program which is targeting, or rather working with 2,000 households, out of which 1,591 are female and 409 are male. The program has 3 key components, which is the humanitarian aspect, the livelihood component, and also the gender component.
In terms of the humanitarian component, the project is working with 1,550 households through a cash transfer program.
Our idea of going with the cash transfer aspect is that the communities are able to receive this money and they are able to make the decision on what items of food to purchase, as opposed to giving them maybe just specific food items like maize, beans and all that. So it's a more dignified way of ensuring that you're able to assist these communities to meet their nutritional needs. At the beginning, when we conducted the baseline survey, you'd find that most of the households, they were not able to even have even one decent meal in a day. So generally, we can say that the project has had a positive impact in terms of nutritional status of the communities and the households, and also being able to meet just the basic needs of food, medicine, and so on.
The cash transfer is done through M-Pesa, which is convenient and has worked very well.
I love the convenience and privacy that M-Pesa payment method provides. Whenever I receive the cash, only the sender and I know that I have money, and maybe the M-Pesa agent.
So if it was an option where you're giving them food directly through the food vouchers, you'd find that all participants would go specifically to one particular shop, benefiting only a very small percentage of the businesses in the area. So with the M-Pesa mode of payment, you're able to even empower many more business people within the local communities and the towns.
For 10 months, each of the target households received 6,662 Kenya shillings from Adra, aimed at meeting the minimum expenditure basket at 50%.
Yeah, even from the cash transfer, some have even opened kiosk shops, and this is they are saying it's part of their preparedness. Upon the exit of the program, they will be able to continue for sustainability purposes.
Adra is not only looking at addressing the immediate needs of Turkana people, which is food, but also rebuilding their livelihoods through livelihood interventions. Some of the livelihood interventions that the program is focusing on include vegetable production through water-saving technologies, this being an arid area where water has always been a challenge.
Turkana community is a pastoral community where livestock is the primary source of livelihood. The BRIES project is introducing alternative source of the livelihood, which is agriculture or vegetable production. Initially, the people are a bit skeptical about adoption of these new farming interventions, but over the time, since the inception, we've witnessed a number of people adopting these vegetable production technologies, where people have been able to plant and harvest vegetables ranging from spinach, from kales, from onions, and also cowpea and amaranth. We have also witnessed a number of them doing watermelon production, which has been very key towards nutrition diversification at household level, and also providing source of income through sale of these vegetables.
Kwa jioni moja naweza kupata kama shilingi 1,000 kwa mboga nikiuza tu. Hiyo pesa imenisaidia kwa sababu niko na wajukuu ambao wanasoma. Niko na kijana yangu wa mwisho anasoma. Na hiyo pesa mimi natoa nasaidia yeye kulipa school fees, kupata na uniform. Pengine akigonjeka nikienda dispensary na inanisaidia sana.
Kabla sijaanza kupata mbegu ya Adra na kupanda hapa, nilikuwa nafanya kazi ya biashara ya duka. Wakati niliingia kwa shamba, nikapata hizo mbegu za Adra, ikanisaidia. Nilipopanda, imenipatia faida. Sasa hata sikumbuki mambo ya kwenda kwa duka, kwa sababu duka ilikuwa inachukua pesa, inamesa. Sasa hapa ninapata cash. Hii nyanya inanipatia 1,150. Na wakati sasa nitamalizia hii vile mnaona hivi, nitapata 200. Inanisaidia na nilipia watoto shule. Hata naweza saidia hata mtu chakula kwa sababu iko ni kitu unapanda na ni mingi.
Adra has also worked very closely with the Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Livestock to conduct trainings for the potential lead farmers who now will act as community resource persons. This has really increased the household purchasing power in terms of providing a source of livelihood.
Vile mradi hii amenikuta hapa, nimeweka mizizi yangu wapi? Hapa. Mambo ya kuhama hakuna. Mto tu ndio ananihamisha. Nasonga kidogo na kukaa pale pale tena, narudi hapo hapo. Mambo ya kuhama hiyo tumewachia ile wengine wanyama. Lakini mimi na ile grupu nyingine unaona wamama iko hapa, tunakaa hapa tu. Kwa sababu hii mradi hii inafanya mimi ninunue hata mbuzi, hata ngamia, hata hiyo ng'ombe. Kunde hii tu, pesa hii kidogo hii.
Mimi nikiwa mama, nikiwa ndani ya Adra imenisaidia mimi kwa sababu kwa hii mara ya kwanza ilikuwa naenda msituni na beba mamiti, nibebe hiyo kuni niende niuse. Lakini kwa saa hizi kabisa mimi napata pesa kwa sababu napanda shamba. Na niko sawa, saa hizi sina shida maana ya kubeba hiyo mamiti, watoto wanasoma, nyumbani chakula iko, hakuna shida yenye iko.
Emu yangu hapa na other administrations ambayo siku area hii ni kuelimisha watu warudi wapate sehemu ya shamba hapa, walime ili hii mambo ya kutokana njaa hii kaa tunde ipate kupunguka. Kuna sehemu kanda hii ya laga ya Takwel, lakini watu walikuwa na katu hawana matumaini na kwamba kuna chakula natoka katika Kenya ardhi hii. Unaona sasa jinsi ambayo iko hapa, hii ni pesa kupanda tu within after 2 hours unaenda nyumbani kupumzika. Na hata saa hizi bado tunaelimisha wakulima wengi waweka mawasao hapa kwa shamba.
As part of sustaining the livelihood interventions, the project is incorporating village savings and loaning schemes for all the targeted participants. 50 group representatives have been trained on village savings and loaning associations, and the project has also supported these 50 groups with cash boxes and passbooks.
Communities who are doing vegetable production have been given an opportunity to invest and do savings for the income that they get through the vegetable production in the VSLS. The VSLS is a key component for sustainability of any project. It provides participants with an opportunity to invest and save that which they have earned and be able to apply and get loan whenever need arises. And in this way, they will be able to start, diversifying their livelihood sources.
Adra has taught us how to save and invest our money. With our group savings, Members can get loans and start small businesses like mine.
During the inception phase of the BREST project, Adra conducted a rapid gender analysis which revealed the gender gaps that exist within the Turkana Central community.
Mwanamke Mturkana akiolewa na mwanaume kazi yake amesha kuoa, ameshapeana mahari kwenu. Sasa wewe bambana na hali yako na watoto yako. Ubebe makaa yako, watoto wakule, na pia yeye akule, yeye amemalizana na mambo yako.
As a result, Adra has come up with a network of the gender champions who are from the grassroots where the program is being implemented. The program is working with 75 GBV champions spread across the 5 wards of Turkana Central. These champions have been trained and empowered on all gender-related matters and have begun sensitizing the rest of the community on matters GBV.
Tumefundishwa ya kwamba mama ni mtu wa muhimu katika jamii. Kwa sababu tukienda katika maneno ya gender, mtoto msichana ama mama na mzee lazima wote wawe sawa. Kwa sababu lazima watu wote waamuke wafanye kazi. Mama anaweza pata kutoka pale na leta nyumbani. Mzee anaweza kuleta mahali ameleta, tunaunganisha yote, tunakula. Kwa hivyo tumefundishwa pia ya kwamba tusijinunishe tukiwa wamama. Sasa hiyo maneno ya kuongoja mzee akuletee imepotea. Vile tumepata mafundisho.
Despite the recurring droughts that Turkana County has experienced over the years, there is hope. Turkana is now rewriting its own history. With only 1 year into the project, the results are more than encouraging.
Sasa hii maendeleo tangu nianze kupanda hizi nyanya, mimi nimenunua, kuna plot nilinunua hapo nyumbani, nikaongeza na plot yangu. Ni mambo ya shamba nilinunulia. Pia hili shamba niko naye hapa, nililima, nikanunua. Mimi nimenunua vitu nyingi na pia watoto wanasoma kupitia hii ukulima. Ndio unaona mimi naona kazi yote ikae nilime.
Adra ikitoka, ile punzo amenipatia ujuzi ya kulima na ile mbegu amenipatia, naendelea na hiyo kama kawaida. Nikumbuke yeye ndio alinipatia hiyo ujuzi yote, kwa sababu hakuna kampuni nyingine amewahi kunipeleka training except Adra tu.
The BREST project looks at building resilience. The BREST project looks at diversifying the livelihood sources for the Turkana community. If, for instance, the issue of water can be sorted out in Turkana, as a project we are certain that most of the community members will be able to adopt or start production of vegetables, will start to do small kitchen gardens at their households, and these will sustain their household food requirements or food needs.